So this is just a riff, and a couple people will get it. Maybe 100 years from now, maybe 1,000 years from now, maybe 10 days from now, maybe 100 years ago. So I want to focus on three words: profit, as in monetary profit, money, 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 money. Prophecy, seeing the future, revelations of the future. What was the third thing? Prophet, prophecy, prophet, prophecy. Well, maybe if I riff on prophet and prophecy for a little bit, I'll remember the third thing. My mind is always in this storm, and I decided to press record today. Profit and prophecy. What's the purpose of profit? Monetary profit, money, a company. Personal profit, well, that's you go to if you're engaged in the practices of personal profit, it's like, I do this, I get that. That's it. Whether it's an hourly wage or whether it's super wageal. There are hourly wages. There are monthly salaries or annual salaries, weekly, bi-weekly salaries, whatever, however you think about it. There are wages, which are measured by the hour, and there are salaries, which are measured, I guess, at the extreme end, annually. Whether you're paid monthly, bi-weekly, weekly, whatever, it's still an annual compensation. Wages are paid by the hour. Salaries are paid by the year. I think in our society today, salaries are considered better because it's like, what's your salary? But the thing is, a salary is a yearly compensation. The thing is, what does the job you are doing do to every hour of your day? How many hours a day do you work? What kind of work do you do? How does that work make you feel? When you're not at work, what does the work you do to you when you're not there? So there's a trade-off. For instance, I'm a house painter. My benefits are I get, which is really good for just a regular Joe house painter. These are really good benefits for a regular Joe off the street house painter. I get 5 holidays a year, and I think I get 5 vacation days. Something like that. I have no other benefits except for having an awesome boss who loves me. So I could go somewhere else. I could make more money per hour. I could have medical, dental. I mean, I've had a hole in this tooth. I don't know if I can get it on tape, but I've had a hole in this tooth back here. Shit. I want to get it. But I've had a hole in this tooth back here for over 20 years. I had it, but I didn't know because I never looked inside my mouth. When you're 25 and you're trying to make a buck, who looks inside your mouth? That sounds ridiculous to a lot of people. But to a lot of other people, they know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, you don't know who I am, where I've been. You don't know that. You don't know what it's like knowing that your teeth are so important and neglecting them because you don't know what I went through, right? Now, did I make all the right choices along the way? Am I saying it was just that? No. I'm a flawed, damned soul. Okay. If we can please set that aside, being as though I'm still here, I may still have something to contribute. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I hope so. I certainly hope so. My biggest lamentation from the moment I get out of that fucking bed to the moment I lay back down in it, or actually a lot of times I sleep on the floor. For a lot of reasons, but for my back and for humility. Well, actually, mostly for my back. Because I find if I flip-flop, if I only sleep on my floor, my back hurts. If I only sleep on my bed, my back hurts. But if I go back and forth day to day, my back feels pretty good. Hard. Soft. Hard. Soft. And that makes me a little more hard where I need to be and soft where I need to be. I'm not just saying that out of some kind of philosophical theory. It so happens that's what I've tried, and that's what works best. When I spend one night on the floor and one night in my bed, hard, soft, hard, soft. It's like a free workout. I'm gonna sleep anyway. Even if when I wake up I feel like, a night on the floor. My dirty, smelly, stinky carpet. Every carpet is a dirty, smelly, stinky carpet, by the way. Mine, maybe a little more so. But maybe not, man. If you add up Africa, India, the continent of Africa, the country of India, and the country of China, that's half the world's population. It's like 3 components. So, if we don't know what makes this tick, we don't know anything. And if we think that what makes this tick is anything different than what makes all of this tick, and is different than what makes this tick, you want to know what makes this tick? You don't need to be mystic. You just need to know what this tick. Profit. 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 Money. What is money for? What's profit for? Who does profit benefit? Well, what are there? There are the investors. There are the laborers. There are the customers. It's a triangle. It's a virtuous loop. If it's done right, it's a virtuous loop. Okay. So there's the investors, including intellectual capital investors. As like, I have an idea. I have an idea, intellectual capital. I have an idea, intellectual capital. And then you take that to the marketplace. If you have money and you have an idea, you can just go at it, because you can take that prophecy. If you have money, it means it's because physical profit has come to you. Profit, prophecy, profit, prophecy, profit. Physical excess of like wealth, goods, prophecy, idea, beautiful ideas, beautiful minds. Of value, of real value. Truth. The true, the good, the beautiful, the good, the true, the beautiful. The beautiful, the true, the good, the beautiful, the good, the true. Profit. Physical abundance. Prophecy. Idyllic. Imaginative. We are made in the image of God. What's an image? A picture. Well, right now I'm seeing this continuous, or at least because there's contiguity and continuity. All animation, all movies, all TV screens are contiguous. We don't yet know. We kind of do. But there's not a way to express easily whether or not reality is contiguous or continuous. My proposition, as a simpleton, as a layman, is that it's a pulsating continuity. It's a pulsating continuity that reads at every level as contiguity animated. Now, am I saying that's the be-all, end-all? No, I'm just saying, like, I'm riffing out. I'm playing. I'm, poetry, prose, talking to friends, ways of expression, trying to get that fucking big black shape in all of its million blacks out of my fucking skull. The twists. In a sequential atemporality. Profit, physical goods, acquisitions, wealth, on paper or in hand or on the premises. Something I can get to somehow in previously established pathways. Profit. Prophecy, a dream, an imagination. We are made in the image of God. What's the imagination? And for that matter, what is the imaginary number? These are and are not accidents. That we are made in the image of God. And just the concept, the word, the denotation of the idea of the imagination. This is really interesting. There are few atheists who would deny the concept of the imagination. It would be those who also, well, I won't lay it down as a blanket statement, but for those who deny the free will, they also deny the imagination. It doesn't come up much philosophically because most people aren't philosophical. Most people who are into philosophy are not yet philosophical. They're still philological. Unfortunately, that last statement could be broken down in ways that contrast each other. So I'm relying upon the sentiment of the zeitgeist, of the spirit of what I'm saying, not necessarily the law. The spirit of the word always trumps the letter, right? The spirit of the law always trumps the letter of the law. Seek first, seek the kingdom of heaven first. Seek the spirit of the law first. And the letter will follow. But sometimes we got to get to the spirit by messing with the letters. Because we're made in the image, the imagination. If you're as old as me, how old do you think I am? I'm younger than I look. But one of the things I've learned with age, it's a gift of age, that I don't wish on anyone. I'd rather you learn these lessons sooner than I did, by being a better person than I have been. I would wish that. And that's what I'm working for. I don't suspect that any of my work will save me. I'm a little bit sure that I'm destined for hell, whatever that may be. There is a worseness that this thing can be. So even if you're an atheist, think of the worst thing that a human being can be. Never mind what exists beyond this shell. Even if you're an atheist, consider the fact that you're young. You don't know what it's like to be old. I've got a taste of it now that I'm 46. I've actually had a couple big spoonfuls. Even though I got lumps here and lumps there, I do actually still remember to smile. I still don't remember that third thing. Prophecy. Yeah, the gift of prophecy, it's kind of overrated in the same way that the gift of prophet is overrated. Money is good and useful if you know what to do with it. Prophecy, foreseeing, imagining the future, is good if you know what to do with it. And if you don't, a lot of money mostly will kill you. And a lot of prophecy and foresight and telepathy will mostly kill you. It's just something to think about. I wish I remembered what that third thing was. Maybe I'll remember tomorrow. I'm sorry I'm such a jerk. And I am a wicked big jerk. I hope you're having a good day.